Welcome to Wisdom on the Go. Feeling kind of overwhelmed by today's world, like you're constantly bombarded with information and expectations.
Yeah.
It can be a lot, and you're not alone. Turns out, folks, thousands of years ago were wrestling with the same stuff, how to find peace, live a virtuous life, and not get swept away by all the chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And they came up with some pretty brilliant philosophies to deal with it all.
Yeah, they did.
Today we're taking a deep dive into two of the big ones, Stoicism and Aristotle's Golden Mean.
What's fascinating is that these philosophies are having a major resurgence in popularity.
Well, totally.
People are rediscovering how these ancient ideas can offer practical tools for navigating modern life.
It's like they had a crystal ball back then and knew
Ah.
we'd need this wisdom in the 21st century.
Right.
So to guide us on this deep dive, we've got a stack of philosophical classics. Plato's Dialogues, letters from a Roman Stoic named Seneca.
Yeah, good stuff.
It's like having a direct line to some of history's greatest thinkers.
Are you ready to unlock some timeless wisdom? Absolutely. And I think what you'll find is that these philosophies aren't just about abstract ideas. They offer concrete strategies for living with more intention, balance, and resilience.
Okay, let's jump right in. I think most people have heard of Socrates, at least his famous quote, "The unexamined life is not worth living." But what did he actually mean by that?
That's where it gets interesting. It's not just about thinking about your life. It's about actively questioning your beliefs, assumptions, and values. And Socrates was a master at provoking people to do just that.
He was kind of like the original philosophical disruptor.
Uh-huh, yeah.
We see this in action in Plato's Apology. Now, this isn't Socrates saying sorry for anything.
Right, it's actually his defense speech at his trial.
Oh, wow.
He was accused of corrupting the youth and not believing in the gods.
Oh, my gosh.
Imagine being put on trial for making people think.
That's wild. What was his defense? Did he deny the charges?
He actually kind of doubles down.
Really?
Yeah. He argues that by making people question their beliefs, he's actually doing Athens a favor. He's forcing them to confront their own ignorance, which is the first step toward true knowledge.
So he's basically saying, hey, I'm the annoying friend who makes you think, but you need me.
Uh-huh, exactly. He's exposing the cracks in people's comfortable assumptions and pushing them to seek something deeper.
That's actually a great transition to the Stoics because they were all about challenging assumptions and focusing on what truly matters. And one of the best sources we have for Stoic wisdom is Seneca's letters from a Stoic.
These letters are like pep talks from your super wise Roman uncle. Seneca was a powerful politician and philosopher who lived through some seriously turbulent times.
Yeah, Roman politics back then were no joke.
Exactly. But Seneca found a way to navigate that chaos with remarkable grace and resilience. And he shares his wisdom in these letters, offering guidance on how to live a good life even when things are tough.
Okay, so what's the secret? What's the Stoic recipe for dealing with chaos?
One of the core principles of Stoicism is this: focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and let go of everything else.
That sounds incredibly difficult, especially in today's world where we're constantly bombarded with things outside our control. News, social media, the opinions of others. It's like our brains are wired to focus on the things we can't control.
That's why Stoicism is such a powerful practice. It's not about becoming passive or indifferent to the world. It's about recognizing that our energy is best spent on the things we can actually influence.
So it's about taking responsibility for our own inner state, even when the external world feels crazy.
Precisely. And Seneca gives us some great advice on how to do this in his letter on the shortness of life. He tackles this modern obsession with being busy, with doing more, achieving more, constantly striving.
We're all guilty of that. It's like busyness has become a badge of honor.
Right. And Seneca challenges that. He says, we are too busy being busy. Ouch, that one hits close to home.
It does. So what's the antidote? How do we escape this trap of busyness?
Seneca's advice is to be more intentional with our time. Ask yourself, what am I spending my precious time on? Is it aligned with my values? Is it truly contributing to a good life?
So instead of just reacting to whatever's thrown at us, we need to step back and make conscious choices about how we spend our days. That makes a lot of sense, but it also sounds pretty challenging.
It is. It takes effort and practice, but the rewards are worth it. When we start focusing on what truly matters and let go of the things we can't control, we create space for more peace and purpose in our lives.
It's like decluttering not just our physical space, but our mental space as well.
Mm-hmm.
I could see how that would be incredibly freeing. Okay, so we've got Stoicism advocating for focusing on what we can control. But what about Aristotle's Golden Mean? How does that fit into all of this?
The golden mean is all about finding balance between extremes. Aristotle believed that virtue lies in the middle ground, not in excess or deficiency.
Okay, I think I get the concept. Like, courage is a good thing, but too much courage can lead to recklessness.
Exactly. And too little courage can make us timid and indecisive. The golden mean encourages us to find that sweet spot, that point of balance where our qualities are expressed in a healthy and harmonious way.
So it's not about denying ourselves pleasure or ambition. It's about finding that middle path where we're not overindulging or depriving ourselves.
Precisely. Think of it like a recipe. Too much salt ruins the dish, but you need some salt for flavor. The golden mean helps us find that perfect seasoning for life.
I love that analogy. It makes this whole concept much more concrete and relatable. But how do we actually APPLY this in our daily lives? It seems like a pretty abstract idea.
It does seem abstract at first, but when we start to break it down and look at specific areas of our lives, it becomes much more practical. And that's what we're going to do in the next part of our deep dive.
This is getting good. We're starting to connect these ancient philosophies to our modern struggles, and I'm already feeling a sense of hope. Stay tuned, because we're about to get even deeper into the wisdom of Stoicism and the golden mean.
We'll explore how these philosophies can help us with everything from managing stress to building stronger relationships. And we'll challenge you to think about which path resonates with you most: Stoic calm or Aristotelian balance, or maybe a unique blend of both.